Fresh war of words has erupted between the DMK and the centre over the implementation of PM SHRI schools in Tamil Nadu. DMK MP Kanimozhi strongly refuted Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan's claims that Tamil Nadu had agreed to implement PM SHRI school scheme. Responding to Pradhan's tweet alleging a change of stance by the Tamil Nadu government, Kanimozhi wrote on X, and I'm going to quote her here, that this letter clearly states that Tamil Nadu will accept PM SHRI schools only based on our state government-led committee's recommendations and not on your union government's recommendation. Nowhere have we mentioned accepting the three-language policy or NEP in its entirety. Whatever is acceptable for Tamil Nadu, we will accept, nothing more, nothing less. Stop twisting facts. Now, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan in a post on X had shared Tamil Nadu's alleged consent letter for the PM SHRI scheme dated back from March 15th, 2024 and also accused the DMK of misleading the parliament. He wrote, and I'm going to quote him here, that yesterday DMK MPs and Honorable Chief Minister MK Stalin accused me of misleading the parliament regarding Tamil Nadu's consent for the establishment of PM SHRI schools. I stand by my statement and I'm sharing the consent letter from the Tamil Nadu School Education Department. So that's the big development. Right now, a full-blown war of words is only escalating between what has been spoken by Union Education Minister and also DMK MP. This is with regards to the PM SHRI schools in the state of Tamil Nadu and also about the NEP. Dharmendra Pradhan has also requested MK Stalin to not look at the new education policy from the lens of politics, but to accept what will be better for the students residing in the state of Tamil Nadu. Now, DMK MP Kanimozhi, in a latest development, has responded to this particular post which was made by Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan on X. She has now claimed that Tamil Nadu had agreed to implement PM SHRI school schemes, but on their own conditions and not on the conditions that have been posted on them via Union government. Responding to this particular tweet that has alleged a change of stance by Tamil Nadu's government via Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, Kanimozhi has written it to her social media profile X. She has attacked Dharmendra Pradhan. She has said that this particular letter clearly states that Tamil Nadu will accept PM SHRI schools only based on our state government-led committee's recommendation and not on your union government's recommendation. Nowhere have we mentioned accepting the three-language policy or NEP in its entirety. Whatever is accepted for Tamil Nadu, we will accept, nothing more, nothing less. Stop twisting facts. So a very sharp statement coming in from Kanimozhi over there as far as the claims which have been made by Union Education Minister is concerned. Now, remember earlier, Dharmendra Pradhan also in a post on X had shared Tamil Nadu's alleged consent letter for the PM SHRI schools and PM SHRI scheme, which dates back from March 15th of year 2024, and also accused DMK for changing their stance and also misleading the parliament. My colleague Gautam is joining us on the broadcast. Gautam, please walk us through the latest developments in this particular war of words, which we are looking at only escalating, because now a reaction from Kanimozhi over that consent letter which has been posted by Union Education Minister has come out, and she has clearly said that we are going to proceed with what our committee is suggesting and not through the recommendation that has been coming from the union.
Absolutely. So here we have on one end Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, who has accused Tamil Nadu government of going back on its words of implementing the centrally funded PM SHRI scheme, which is part of the national education policy now. Now, what Dharmendra Pradhan has said is that in the letter that he posted, he says that DMK government had agreed to go ahead with the scheme. They held a meeting with Dharmendra Pradhan where Tamil Nadu Education Minister Anbil Mahesh was also part of it. And following this meeting, there was a follow-up as well from the Tamil Nadu side. They kept sending officials, but they never really agreed in principle. They said that a state committee would be formed to look into the proposals that have been made by the center, and after that, immediately MK Stalin started sending letters seeking dispersal of funds, and that is where the matter ended according to the DMK. But according to Dharmendra Pradhan, DMK government had actually given its word on implementing the centrally funded scheme of PM SHRI. So that is where the whole issue lies right now about BJP's word against DMK's word. But the bigger story is indeed that the non-implementation of DMK of the national education policy and the refusal for the three-language policy is likely to be a big poll agenda going forward into the Tamil Nadu Assembly elections that is due next year. And the DMK government has doing its all it can to basically galvanize public sentiment there in this regard as well by saying that Dharmendra Pradhan inserted Tamils, whereas in the speech in Lok Sabha he clearly was referencing only to the DMK MP. So it'll be interesting to see how this whole issue plays out. But now with Sudha Murthy also coming out and saying that, and she's given her word also to support the national education policy. So it will be interesting what will really happen in the Lok Sabha today as well. But meanwhile, in the state of Tamil Nadu, there are still protests going on by the DMK against Dharmendra Pradhan here.
Also, just for the better perspective of our viewers, could you take us back to this post that has been, made by the Union Education Minister, in which he has also posted this particular consent letter that came in from the state government? What are the glaring findings from that particular letter? Could you just highlight it for our viewers?
Yes. So basically, Dharmendra Pradhan has put out a post on X saying that the DMK government is spreading misinformation on the NEP and saying that they had agreed, and he has posted the letter as well. But in the letter, it's very clear that it's not. It's just an endorsement of the national education policy according to Tamil Nadu. So the DMK government is saying that they have not made any change in stance with regard to the meeting that happened in Dharmendra Pradhan's residence. Now, this letter is dated for 15th March 2024. So that is before the new government, before the Lok Sabha elections happened. In the previous term is when Tamil Nadu had gone for a meeting with Dharmendra Pradhan, and they said that Dharmendra Pradhan did convince them that Tamil Nadu should engage with central schemes, and it will be for the benefit of the students and to ensure that they fall in line with the central framework. But the DMK government stand is that there hasn't been a change in stance according to them. They have highlighted certain other portions of this particular letter that has been shared by Dharmendra Pradhan as well, saying that the letter clearly states that a committee will be constituted, and based on the findings and recommendations of the committee, they will decide on the implementation, and that is where the whole row is playing out right now. Basically, with the DMK saying that with BJP saying that DMK had in principle agreed to implement. But on the other hand, DMK saying that they had only agreed to constitute a committee to look into the NEP's changes and then take a call on whether or not to implement it. So this war of words is intensifying as we speak as well, and it will be interesting to see who really is telling the truth in this matter. And it seems like a big grey area regarding this meeting as well here, Sakshi.
Right, Gautam, let's also talk about the kind of support that is, pouring in, say, in terms of the BJP or be it for the DMK. Who exactly is supporting whom in this particular political scenario?
Yeah. So it seems like right now in Tamil Nadu, especially the state president of BJP, Annamalai, is waging a lone battle. So he has initiated a signature campaign where he wants to show that what DMK government is saying is not the word of the people. They sense DMK's stance does not reflect the people's sentiments. So he, in this ongoing signature campaign, is going to address a public meeting today as well in Tenkasi. And meanwhile, there's a website that has been started by Tamil Nadu Tamil Nadu by the BJP as well, to seeking people's signature and saying that they are actually in support of the three-language policy, which does not necessarily mean that the center is pushing Hindi on the state. It's not a Hindi imposition. The three-language mandate, which is part of the NEP, just simply says that there needs to be a third language. it necessarily not be Hindi. You can choose any language of your choice. But on the other hand, the DMK is saying that they will only implement two-language policy in the state, and they are in no way, shape or form going to agree to the national education policy, saying that it mandates Hindi as compulsory as well. So it will be interesting to see what Annamalai has to say in this regard as well. But the other opposition parties as well, maybe the AIDMK, the VCK, or the other allies of the DMK, all of them are united in the stand that the NEP should not be implemented in the state, and that the state is comfortable with just the two-language model that we currently have right now here, Sakshi.
Right, Gautam, also let's talk about how exactly this matter is going to snowball further from here and how the political advantage will be taken on this particular issue from both the sides, because we are looking at the open sparring happening this time around on social media. We are looking at this open letter that came in from the Union Education Minister, and also a very open and scathing jibe that came in from Kanimozhi, that too on social media.
Yes. So Kanimozhi, the DMK MP, has been at the center of the controversy, isn't it? Because it all started with her statement saying that they haven't agreed at any point of time to implement the national education policy in the Lok Sabha. Now, this morning as well, Kanimozhi has once again put out the letter of Dharmendra Pradhan, and she again has said that this letter clearly states that Tamil Nadu will accept PM SHRI schools only based on the state government-led committee's recommendations and not on the union government's recommendation. And she has again highlighted that nowhere has the DMK government said they will accept the three-language policy or the NEP in its entirety, and whatever is acceptable for Tamil Nadu, that is the only thing that is acceptable to them and nothing more. And she's saying that she's also accused the BJP of twisting facts in the matter. So it really is interesting to see the protests that are happening, because like I said, the DMK government is not sparing any effort to ensure that they galvanize the public sentiment ahead of the assembly elections that is due next year, and they wanted to make it a center versus state issue. And basically now the BJP with its response also saying that the DMK government is the one that is lying. So it will be really interesting to see what the people actually feel about the whole issue, whether they want to welcome the three-language policy and the national education policy as well, or if indeed DMK will be able to counter this and make this into a successful electoral campaign, and whether it will turn into votes for them as well. That is how the issue stands right now, Sakshi.
Absolutely. Gautam, please stay on with us. We'll require your inputs for our next story as well. We are now shifting focus